I'll be the first to admit that Lioden isn't the easiest to get started on. So what I did is I reached out to a couple other Lioden users, and here are 5 tips for playing Lioden. Tip number 1 is manage your bookmarks. The site navigation on Lioden can be a little confusing with explore in multiple places and not being straightforward about what it does. So after you get a good hold of what everything does, it's advantageous to add things to your in-site bookmarks. At the top of the page to the right of the breadcrumbs is the bookmark button. If you click this, it will add things to your bookmarks. Tumblr user Groveberry recommended saving studs that you might want to use in the future to your bookmarks and then later going through and removing them after you've studied with them. You can unpin or delete bookmarks as you go. The second tip I have to offer is that you should be choosy with which lionesses you keep. You don't want to keep every single newly claimed lioness. This is mostly because they have few markings and low stats. I recommend that you try to get lionesses with high stats and more markings. Tumblr user PetGamerPine recommends that you save up your silver beetles and you buy lionesses from the auction house or the marketplace. How do you pick which lionesses to keep? Tip 3. Use studs. Studs are alpha lions that are not in your lair that your lioness can breed with. This is unlike real life, but it adds an interesting dynamic to the game. The lion that you start with, your basic rolled lion, will have few markings and few stats. Other lions on the site from established dens will have more markings and higher stats if they're from a long lineage of lions. As long as the user has set their lion to have a stud fee, you may be able to stud with that lion. You can find them on the forums or other places on the site, and you can send them stud requests. Tumblr user Groveberry recommends going with studs to get more spiced up cubs, or using lions with different markings so you can get them as well. While we're on the topic, my new alpha falafel gym is ready to stud. Send a stud request for 150 silver beetles if you're interested. Tip number 4, send your lionesses to hunt. According to Groveberry, you want to send your lionesses to hunt as frequently as possible. Tumblr user PetGamerPine also agreed with this and recommends that you send your lionesses to marshy areas and waterholes because you have a high chance of getting prey that will yield many results. I recommend doing this not only for gaining the items and the food, but also to give your lionesses more experience and to get their tiny stats boost. You usually get like 1 stat boost. There's a 30-minute cooldown, but I think you should be able to get multiple hunts in a day. Tip number 5 is participating in side events. They can be hard to understand, in which case I recommend going to the forums and learning all the details about each month event as you're experiencing them. You can get many prizes as well as silver beetles and things that you can exchange for gold beetles, which leads Tumblr user Ruby's Lioden Lair to say that selling stat boost items that you can get from events are a great way to earn gold beetles, which are the paid currency on Lioden. Those are the main 5 tips, but there's more. Tumblr user Ruby's Lioden Lair taught me about the user-created guides. You can access them on the forums, but I'm going to also link them below. They're a great resource for learning how to play the game. I'd never even thought about going to the forums to look for something like this before, but it makes total sense and they're really useful. Thanks for watching this video, and thanks to Jubercat73 for suggesting that I make a video with some help about Lioden. I also wanted to say thanks to Lioden user Donut36931 is their ID number for their continued support of my Lioden account. If you still have the hankering for more Lioden videos, I can recommend these 2. The most adorable marked and high-statted lions on Lioden are in reach. My breeding project, the Dime Dynasty, takes the female lionesses in my lair and aims to get the most marked cubs from them, so my next breeding project can be all about the stats. Learn more about it by clicking on this video here. Or Lioden has the most adorable cub art. Learn more about how you can support the game you love and see adorable cubs every day of the week in this video here. Or I do have an entire playlist that's just full of Lioden videos. Go ahead and check that out. As always, thanks for watching. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more like it, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I make new videos and release them every Monday and Thursday. Bye!